So, hello to all my fantastic fans, and this is Conflict, Middle Eastern Political Simulator, episode 5. Really hoping for a win this time, but we shall see. So, there's no specific stories about any nation here. Well, apart from the Falklands and their sheep are dead. Let's see how things are. So let's see how we are with Egypt. Okay, Egypt already wants nukes. Okay. Indifferent, we'll try to improve them. Attempt to start serious groove. Iran. We'll undermine Iran. Iraq. Stabilize Iraq. Because we want a strong Iraq as it could potentially hit Syria or Jordan. Let's improve them. Again, undermine them. Lebanon. Try to improve them. And support the insurgents. Libya. Maintain with Libya. Stabilize them. Syria. Okay, so everyone's about even with me. We'll see how this plays. British stance again. Always want to get the AWACS spy plane. You'll notice there's some new graphics on the sort of screen where I'm buying stuff. That's just because I've changed the version of the game from the online version to the downloaded version. That's all that is. I might do a quick tutorial on how to get it to run also. So again, Nuclear Club, always want to fund it. Yep, under control, I don't need to do anything. No strategic action to do. Next turn. So Lebanon is already, so I'll write it down that Iraq and Egypt are not going to like each other. So I'll spoil with Iraq. Just memories, kind of like a sieve. Egypt. However, Egypt is improving. If it continues to improve, I will take out their nuclear site next turn. Iran. Want to support insurgents because the last thing we want is nuclear Iran, nuclear Iraq, blowing each other up. Keep Iran stable. And I want to as well Iraq. Keep Iran stable, but also sour with Iraq. Rest them. Don't do anything, but just yeah, they're already going to be collapsing from within soon. So I'll keep them out of the way they are, and I will stabilise them as well in case Egypt wants to have a go. Syria didn't improve last time. Get too familiar with the closing factions. I don't know what they are. Support them. So I will. At this stage, I'll go for some SAMs. Just don't start off with very many. Get 100 of them. Nuclear Club. Continue the funding, and then I will purchase arms. I've got just enough some light tanks from Britain. Next turn. So Egyptian sources say Libyan leader is totally mad. This is a common event. As you probably all know by now that they come to blows. Hostility towards Syria, ups Middle East tension. Alright, so yeah. What I will probably do at this point is I will try to check out Egypt's site at this point because they'll be too busy with Lebanon. And if the right satisfactory, okay, I think I can take it out. Okay, Iran. To support insurgents in Iraq, support diplomacy, but help them from within Jordan. Be nice, then support the insurgents as their neighbour, Lebanon. Support them, they're not going to last very long, Libya. Diplomatic. I want to spoil because I want to spoil with them because I want to be friendly with Egypt, and no disruption to make things a bit harder for Egypt. Syria and Iraq has aggravated relations. Okay. Diplomatic. I'll keep them the same. I may want to place on Syrian border now. Nuclear fund it. Tactical airstrike their nuclear. Do I want to be hostile to Syria? It's a bit. I will wait to see because I want to know how much I annoy Egypt with the purchase arms. USA. Let's get helicopters, 50 of them. Already found another 3 months are required. Okay, again, no strategic action to take. Next turn. Israelis destroy Egyptian nuclear reactor in strike. That's good. Selective Syrian targets destroyed by Iraq. Light military damage by Lebanese on Syria. Lebanon denies Syrian boasts about Bahrain. So now it's kind of everyone's hitting Syria. So you've got Iraq and Lebanon hitting Syria. So I might try and do a bloodless war in Syria. I'll just station some forces on the border, potentially. We shall see. Satisfactory. Okay, it hasn't affected my relations too much. Iran, want to undermine them. Iraq, want to spoil my relations, but then disrupt the insurgents. Jordan, be nice, support insurgents. Lebanon, I'll try to trash, but disrupt insurgents. Libya, trash, but disrupt insurgents. Syria. Yep, right, so now let's go diplomatic. I will spoil them, support the insurgents. I think I will just buy some more tanks here, 50 units, nuclear club, continue. Then I will buy some light tanks from Britain, leave all strategic action, Syria. I will take a full-scale immediate, just to see if there's going to be a three-way war. Syria will lose quite easily. So, Palestinian problem. Nothing to do next turn. Israeli and Syrian youth crash con. Lebanese government rock by extremist protests, initial losses for Syria and Syria-Iraqi war. Syrian military claim airspace violation by Lebanon. Okay, so I've got to decide whether I want to invade Syria. I think I may want to. Egypt, diplomatic, be nice. Well acting. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Continue with diplomatic action. Iran. Keep it where they are, but I want to support insurgents around Iraq. Spoil relations, but stabilize them. Jordan. Sign it. While supporting the insurgents. Lebanon. Intelligence. Disrupt the insurgents group. Libya. Diplomatic. I will the spoil with Libya, stabilise them. Just 'cause I'm trying to be friendly to Egypt. Diplomatic. Try to restore friendly, but it's not going to happen. And then I will try consider extreme measures and start a coup there. Okay, so now we'll go to nuclear club. 2 months is required. Okay, purchase arms. I will go, so I will actually get some battle tanks. Now let's go strategic action. I'm going to invade because I think he's going to be tapped out fighting against Iraq. So we shall see. Next turn. Initial tank battle losses for Syria. Israeli forces hit Israeli forces hit Syrian troops on new front. Syrian air superiority breaks through Israeli divisions. Lebanon deny. Syrian boasts about bombing raid. US declared summit gives high hope for peace. Okay. Nice. Not good relations with Egypt. Iran. Support insurgents, Iraq. Disrupt insurgents, support relations. Disrupt insurgents, want to keep them stable because they're fighting my enemy. Give aid to Jordan. Support insurgents. Lebanon. Disrupt insurgents because they're only going to be around for 1 more month. Libya. I will keep them the same, but and disrupt their insurgents. Syria. So diplomatic. Want to keep them closed. Support insurgents at the same time. Try to get rid of Syria this month. Nuclear fund it. Purchase arms from. Let's have a look actually. No. Review forces. Okay, yeah. Let's try to just. Let's go to strategic action, Syria. Let's go to deploy extra forces just to try and get this war over. Let's purchase arms. Get 100. I'll actually go for end meetings, so purchase arms, USA. Let's get some more SAMs. Clear club's already funded. No. Okay, so it should win this turn. Attend. Alright, so Syria and Lebanon got taken out in one fell swoop. Jordan. Yes, I will, because Jordan is a weak country, so I'll lose territory, yes, and I'll start further back on the front when I start the game, start a war with them, hypothetically, or I might destabilise them as well, but yeah, so I'm going to definitely, because, yeah, I think I'll refuse it. Syrian mail collapses under Israeli attack, Syrian armoured divisions take an early beating. Israel and allies celebrate victory over Syria. General anarchy as Syrian government collapses and no Egyptian comments on Tripoli bombing. Okay, they're definitely going to go to war. Be nice to Egypt. Or supporting insurgents, and so to Iran. Support insurgents, Iraq. Disrupt insurgents, Jordan. Give aid to them, but support insurgents. Lebanon's gone, Libya, trash them, support insurgents, Syria's gone. Okay, purchase arms. Okay, so let's see what I lost first. Review forces. Okay, so I would say I didn't lose that much, but I lost quite a few tanks because I've lost about, I would say, 600 tanks from my original 600 main battle tanks. So I'm going to focus on rebuilding purchase arms from the USA. Tanks, 100 of them. Nuclear club. Next month we should be ready. Okay, I'll try and hold them to that. into action. Continue. Next turn. Egyptian war machines gets into gear with battle. Libyans suffer massive tank losses to Egypt. Egypt celebrate victory as Libya is defeated. General anarchy as Libyan government collapses. Outrage, Baghdad citizens denounce city bombing. So that's likely to be from Iran. But it also could be from Jordan, and that means if it's going to be Iraq, stick Jordan. That could be very good for me because Iraq is militarily stronger. Right, Egypt. Be nice to them. Iran. Destabilize Iraq. Stabilize Jordan. I'll give aid to them while supporting their insurgents. Lebanon's gone, Libya's gone, Syria's gone. But if I click Jordan, alright. I'll refresh just to see if I can find out who bombed who. Yeah, okay. It's Iran and Iraq. Luckily none of them are pursuing nuclear weapons. Next. Battle tanks. Continue funding. Don't think there's any strategic action to do. Yeah, next turn. Iranian war machine gets into gear for battle. Iraqi army division smashed by Iranian attack. Be nice to Egypt. Support the insurgents. Iran. Again, destabilize Iraq. Destabilize Jordan. Be nice while supporting the insurgents. Lebanon's gone. Libya's gone. Syria's gone. So right, here we are. Purchase arms, main battle tank, 150 tanks. I'll do nothing for now. Just check, no build up, no. Heavy frontline losses for Iraqis in Iranian war. Initial tank battle losses for Iraq. Egypt. Aid to them. Support insurgents. Iran. Trash Iran. Supports Iraq. I will break the military pact. I might want to war Jordan here. Just purchase arms USA. 200 tanks. Nuclear club, continue funding. What I may well do is, yeah, I think I will try to war Jordan here. Iraq is an Iranian war, okay. Keep the relations good. Iran. Stabilize Iraq. Stabilize Jordan. Sour relations. Support their insurgents. Nuclear club, continue funding. Purchase arms, main battle tanks. Review forces, okay. We'll go to purchase arms, no, purchase arms, strategic action, Jordan. Full scale immediate deployment, continue. Next turn. Egypt, be nice. Support insurgents, where's Egypt? Okay, yeah, continue with diplomatic action. Iran. Support insurgents, Iraq. Disrupt insurgents. Jordan diplomatic, sour intelligence, support insurgents. The other three are gone. USA. 150 tanks. 50 tanks. Okay, nuclear club's done. Strategic action. Take no action. Okay, I will maintain current level of defence spending. Actually, I will increase it, and I will increase size of army. Okay, I'm going to try and end this soon, so Egypt, be nice to them, support the insurgents, Iran, destabilize Iraq, disrupt insurgents, Jordan, diplomatic, Sawa, intelligence, support insurgents, Lebanon, Syria, Syria, gone, purchase arms. So, right, so here I think I'll get some gunships. Get these helicopters, 350 off them. I will now get some SAMs. Then I will spend purchase arms, Britain, about 1,000 light tanks. Strategic action, Jordan, take no action. Is voiced all over Egypt? Is 0% voiced all over Iraq? Iraqi and Iranian war. So I think now this game is pretty much over. I will be able to war Jordan and destabilize Egypt. Just take a sip of water. Egypt, be nice. Support activity there, fragile from within Iran. Intelligence. Support their insurgents, Iraq. Disrupt the insurgents. Jordan, Sawa relations, support insurgents. Yeah. Buy these heavy gunships, 50 of them. Take no action. Continue. Next turn. Right. Egyptian and Arabic fundamentalists spread violence. And Iranian minister seen with Jordanian leader's wife. Right, okay. So Egypt, be nice. Support the insurgents. Iran. Support the insurgents. Iraq. Disrupt the insurgents. Jordan. Spoil relations. Support insurgents. The rest are gone. Purchase arms. 200 tanks. Take no action. And that's it, continue. Next turn. Egyptian and Islamic fundamentalists spread violence. Egypt, be nice. Support insurgents. Iran. Support insurgents. Iraq. Disrupt insurgents. Jordan. Spoil relations. It's taken me a long time to spoil these relations. Support insurgents. The rest are gone. Purchase arms. 150 tanks. And 50 light tanks. Here we are. I can now I will blow up their industrial targets just to reduce relations faster. Islamic descent voiced all over Egypt, Islamic fundamentalists spread violence. Israeli strike on Jordan does little damage. Hopefully that will wreck the relations though. I will consider extreme measurements and I will start a coup in Egypt. So Iran. So I want to. I would also try to consider extreme measurements to start a coup in Iran as well. Iraq. Disrupt insurgents. Jordan. Spoil relations. Support insurgents. And the rest are gone. So now let's go. Purchase arms, tanks. 200 of them. Strategic action. Jordan, I will go maximum further deployment now. Next turn. General anarchy as Iranian government collapses. Finally, rebel leaders claim control in Iran. Iraqi government rocked by extremist protests. Middle East in relative peace as summit approaches. Gas attack reveals start of Jordanian-Israeli war. Okay, Egypt. Be nice. Okay, I need to start that group again. Iraq. Intelligence. Support insurgents. Jordan. Diplomatic. Keep relations closed. Support insurgents. Okay. Let's go to Jordan, invade Jordan. Should win in the turn, most likely. I will agree to such an undertaking. First, Israeli charge meets surprise Jordanian lines. Friendly. Support the insurgents. Iraq. Support the insurgents. Jordan. Keep diplomatic, support insurgents. And the rest are gone. Purchase arms. Doesn't really matter at this point. 40 of them. 50 of them. Okay, yeah. This is how one-sided this war is. 2,000 tanks versus 0 tanks, 153 jets versus 60. 1,000, yeah. Okay, this war is over. So, deploy extra forces to the war. And next turn. Okay, Israeli forces move deeper into Jordan. Israel celebrate victory as Jordan is defeated. General anarchy as Jordanian government collapses. General anarchy as Egyptian government collapses, and Israeli premier retires in glory. So that now puts me on a record, I believe. Yeah, so it's 2 wins, 3 losses. So I'm happy to have that under the belt. Wasn't as eventful an episode as the other ones, but some are, some aren't. Kind of a long, drawn-out endgame of destabilisation there. But so back on top. Sometimes they're boring, sometimes they're exciting, I guess. Yeah, inspired leadership. 2 states under Israeli control. You commit copious acts of violence. Relations with the US are poor. I think that's just because I bombed the infrastructure of Jordan before I invaded, just to wreck the relations a bit faster. So yeah, there we go. All political objectives achieved.